Hi guys, it's Kimberly and welcome back. I am continuing my ultimate surrender video message here. This was the message that I brought you, the update or the information about my cancer diagnosis, and I want to bring you an update now. I've tried to make this video like 3 times now and I keep crying through it. I'm trying to make it clean. I know you guys don't mind and you can all hold space for me, but I'm trying to make this clean so that you can hear me well. And yeah, so hopefully maybe this time I'll be able to do it. All right, so you guys, were in like a very interesting time right here with these eclipses and this Mercury retrograde, and I'm feeling it too. There's things that are getting delayed in my process, and I want to bring you an update with that. You must be thinking to yourself, well, doesn't she have her results by now? Like, wouldn't she? This was a month ago. Oh, well, on the 20th of July, which is my birthday, it will be a month that I've been trying to get an actual diagnosis, like a real hardcore. You're at this stage, you have this many weeks to live, like with this, And what's been held up is just so many different things. It was initially, a biopsy, and then it was a hold up with the insurance, getting like the scans and stuff. And then I got the scans, and then the doctor was on vacation, and she came back and she read them, and then I finally talked to her today. And so that's been a period of 3 weeks. So in that period of 3 weeks, with the help of my friends who are holistic healers and herbalists, and through reading and research, and I've put myself on a really, really amazing regimen that is making my body feel really good. I'm building my immunity, and I'm fighting the cancer as well in various ways, through my diet, through supplements, and a number of ways, which you guys can follow me on Instagram or Facebook and just look in the stories, because I'm documenting it. I am documenting what I'm doing, and or you can at least pick up tidbits of it and see how I'm healing. So there's other things that I want to implement as well that I just haven't been able to obtain yet, and they're coming. So anyhow, I'll pull this full circle to the Mercury retrograde and the eclipse, and what it means for the collective and everything, because I'm one of the collective. I'm going through it. I'm here to be an example, is what I've been shown as well. Like, this is rocking my world, as you know, but then it's not, but then it is. And it is because it is showing me that I am meant to, really truly help people on this path as well. And I want to give that back. So some of you have sent me prayers, healing, light, donations, healing suggestions. I so appreciate it. I really do. And I've been feeling it so much. And the donations that you have made, I've even put some of that towards the supplements and all of the holistic stuff that I'm doing right now. And I just want to say thank you. But I do find myself from today forward in another waiting period, believe it or not. Because today, when she called to give me the results, she didn't have a hardcore answer, like a concrete answer. And the reason why is because although the MRI looked good for the localized area of where I have a tumor, there was a spot that showed on my PET scan that showed that I have likely it has spread into my lymph, and which means that the cancer would have metastasized and I would be at a stage 4. But it's inconclusive because we don't know. We won't know until until the lymph node is biopsied. And so this is going to take another few days to get scheduled, another few days to get the results, another few days. So you understand that this has been the ultimate test of my own surrender. And what I have found is that I find my power through going into my knowing that I can heal myself and being proactive. That's all I can do. If you guys have been following me or my friends, like some of you I talk to on a personal basis, I've been hiking every day. There's been a few days where I didn't feel good, but for the most part, I've been hiking every day. I have been fully dedicated to my diet, my regimen. I have been feeling good for the most part. There have been physical struggles, but for the most part, it's been empowering. So today, when she delivered this news to me, it was very disconcerting, as you guys can imagine, that I could be possibly at a late stage and with standing on the precipice of this spreading through my whole body, and with a potential death sentence in front of me, right? So I'm learning to see cancer as life, not death. And I think I'm not getting caught up in that at all. I'm just staying focused on how to be proactive. So it was odd because the doctor was supposed to call me Monday and she didn't. And today's Wednesday and she finally called. And I really surrendered in those 2 days too. But this morning, before she even called me in the afternoon, I was on researching some holistic centers and some treatment centers that I would feel would be of a great importance for me if I was really in any scenario, but certainly if I was faced with a scenario that I might have to decide between radiation and chemo or going it on my own. I feel as though, as adept I am and as much friendly support as I have around me, I need more support. I need someone to administer some of these IVs and enemas and things and do the healing modalities and be receiving it all day long. I need to be immersed in it. And I'm not, frankly, going to do that in my house as much as I would like to. As dedicated as I am, it's just not going to be that level of care. And if I'm, faced with a very grave diagnosis, I will want that level of care and I will need to go and find it. So I did find here we go again with the tears. I'm trying. I did find a holistic center that I'd like to travel to. I would probably be there for about 3 weeks or 4 weeks. It's hard for me to think about leaving my home, leaving my fur babies who I'm so attached to, but it would be something that I would be willing to do if I was faced with this scenario. And it's incredibly, incredibly expensive. It's unfortunate that this type of care isn't available for everyone and that it is this expensive, but I do feel like I have an audience here and I'm asking you for your help. I would like the option to know that that's an option to go. I feel like I have a week here before I'm going to get my results and know for sure. And I'm being given time. And what do you do with this time? Sure, I just ran to the apothecary and got some new herbs for my lymph, but there's more. And I feel like I need to ask you, from light being to light being, if you would be willing to support me in some way. I'm going to have to raise the funding. I thought about starting a GoFundMe campaign, but truthfully, it's one more thing to manage for me right now, and I've got a lot to manage. There's a lot on my plate. So there's a donate button on my website. If even 1,000 of you out of this audience donated $10, $20, it would get me closer. And it's very expensive to go to these holistic centers. And I wouldn't want to go if I didn't feel in alignment with it. I've looked at certain things and thought, okay, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I feel like I'm at that bridge right now. I feel like I'm at that crossroads. So if all you can send is your prayers, I am so grateful. But if you can send $10, $15, $20 and donate to my channel in that way to assist me in this process so that I have this option, I would be so thankful. And if for some reason we pray to God that this turns out to be the best case scenario, then I will refund you, or we can put it towards readings. We can figure that out, okay? But I think it would be a good course for me, so that I'm not going it completely alone. And yeah, I found an alignment, I think, with a venue. So I feel confident in that. I'm taking the initiative. I'm doing, more past life and emotional and shamanic healing too. That's all on the docket for me. But again, in a week, my world could be flipped upside down, and we just don't know at this point. I just have to wait and not really wait. I guess be proactive. So you guys know what that means. It's like you can't dwell on the fear, and you also can't sit idly by is how I feel. I'm not one to sit idly by. I'm one that's going to I want to stay empowered. So I am asking for your help. I'm so glad I didn't cry yet. Okay, I'm asking for your help, and I thank you guys so much. And I know how much light you've already sent me, and prayers and all of that. Thank you so much. So tying this all back to this time that we're in, this is definitely happening, not just to me. And I don't think that you have to necessarily be faced with death to have things illuminate, to have, your life course kind of illuminate, or to see the bigger picture of your life, to, hear or understand what's truly important. I mean, a lot of those perspectives are setting in for me. And I know that in the reading that I gave recently, I heard the divine masculine is having a lot of these downloads where, for whatever reason, a lot of the masculines on the planet are zooming out and going, okay, what's most important to me? What's most important to me? Like, what really matters to me? And I think maybe everyone is, to some extent. But we're all faced with different realities. In like my reality, you might be like, oh my God, it's cancer, it's death, but it's no different than your reality. And like, it is, they're two different realities. But what I'm saying is, like, you don't compare them. Like, you're going through whatever you're going through, each of you, and whatever struggles those are, challenges. But try to lift out and see the bigger picture. Like, for me, I feel like the bigger picture, and I'm sure you guys feel this too, is that I am meant to be sharing this publicly, and I'm meant to be hopefully motivating others, and hopefully I'll have a success story to share on the other side of this so that I can help people heal in a natural way. And, it's like the radiation thing, the chemo thing, goes against every fiber of my being. It's not in my belief system. And, I guess never say never, because you never know when you face that scenario, and I'm trying to have an open mind. However, it's not a path that I really want to take. And so anyhow, I think we're all being challenged a little bit at this time. For me, I've had past, like, people from my past resurface, but in like a good way, where they're able to come in, or their past are kind of merging in with mine as a supporter. And it's kind of like a nice sort of healing of karma. And that's been interesting. I know a lot of you have written to me and told me, like, already with Mercury Retrograde, you're having a lot of people from your past surface, and that's happening. That's happening to tie up karma. That's happening to release separation. It's happening in a huge way to heal things of the past. And the eclipses, like I said, are showing us certain things, showing us very much certain things about our life path and our life mission. And I just encourage you to be guided. So again, I want to thank you for your support, and I will talk to you all soon. Okay, thanks. I'm gonna try to keep the schedule as it normally is, like, where I'll be back over the weekend, and I'll give you the Ascended Master series, and I'll do a reading then, until I have to travel or until things change. So I love you guys. Thank you again for your support. And again, if you want to donate, go to my website, spiritualmaterialgirl.com. I'll see you soon. Bye.